guys, I hope you are doing very well. My name is Abdel Salim Garba. I'm a chartered accountant and influencer. I created this YouTube channel to give advice to young African people about entrepreneurship, employment, and personal development. I'm convinced that the development of Africa could not achieve without this, without the young Africans, and we need to be aware. We need to aware young Africans about the personal development and entrepreneurship, which I think that are the best solutions to awake this continent. So today I will share with you six basic rules from Robert Kiyozaki. Robert Kiyozaki, who is an entrepreneur and author of Rich Dad Poor Dad book and cash flow quadrant, cash flow system book. So he has good advice about investment. So I decided to share with you six basics of them, six basics rules about investment. So, the first point, the first basic rules is that you need to learn to use other people's money to be rich. You need to learn to use other people's money to be rich. He said that usually poor people think that debt is very bad. This is a mistake, a big mistake, because the rich people, all richest people in the world, all richest people are using debt to be rich. They are using banks' money to finance assets. They use banks' money to finance assets, and assets to generate a cash flow for them. So you need to learn. You need to read books about financial education, about how you can use other people's money to be rich. Rich people use debt to be rich. Poor people think that debt is very bad thing to you. Poor people, they are very debt. They have many debts, but this is he said that you need to make a difference between bad debts and good debts. Bad debts is debts you take from bank to finance liabilities. Good debt is the money you take, you loan from bank. You borrowed from bank to finance assets. Good debts is money you borrowed from bank to finance assets. The difference between assets and liabilities in finance, in personal finance, is that the liabilities put money outside of your pocket, and assets bring money in your pocket. This is the simple one definition you need to master, and this is this big one lesson you need to remember about the book Rich Dad Poor Dad. I recommend that to you to read this book, and to share to learn how to use other people's money to be rich. The second basic rules about investments from Robert Kiyozaki is that the rich people are paying less taxes than poor people. Why? Because there are three kinds of incomes, sources of income. The first one is the income you earned income. Earned income, the money you earned by job, the job you did, and your employer pay you in exchange of time you spent for his work. So this is the first one. The second one is the portfolio income. The portfolio income is related to shares, bonds, and obligations on stock market. But he said that if you buy a building or a house and you sell it to make a value added, to make a bonus, this is again a kind of portfolio income. Portfolio income is just to buy something in one time, in one specific moment time, and sell it with a margin. So the third one is passive income. Passive income is the money the money who come in your pocket, the money who come in your pocket, and from your assets, So you don't work. You just invest in an asset, and these assets generate you passive income. He said that for the first one, for earned income, the average of tax applied to this kind is 30% to 40% of taxes. So if you work, you have a job, you will pay in terms of taxes 30% to 40% on taxes. And if you have a portfolio income, the average of taxes you will pay is around 20%. For guys who generate passive income, you have possibility to manage and pay less taxes because this is your company first. Second one, the expenses, you can master it. You can put in the expenses of your company your own expenses because you are the founder, you are the owner of the company. You can use debt to finance your car, and you can use debt because the company generates cash flow positive, so you can use debt to finance car, and the interest will be taken in consideration in your net profit. So will reduce if you use debt, the interest income will reduce the net the gross profit. So your net profit, the profit before interest and tax will be less, will be small. So you can manage your profit before interest and taxes. You can manage very well and pay less taxes. You can finance another investment with your own company using debt you can reinvest your net income, your benefits, your margin. So with this, you have facilities when you have a passive income, when you have an asset which generates cash flow to you. Or a company, you can use government facilities. Government gives many facilities to investor and to entrepreneur. So you can use all of them to pay less taxes. So the advice, the basic rules number 2 is that if you are rich, you need to work to create a passive income to pay less taxes in terms of investment. Basic rules number 3 in terms of investment from Robert Kiyozaki, please get financial education. Please get financial education. Financial education is the most important thing they did not teach you at school, at university, at school. You need to be self-learner about these topics. Is very important, because if you are not financially educated, you cannot use debt to be rich. You cannot understand why using debt is very good to be rich. You will miss in many opportunities in terms of investment, in terms of accounting, in terms of. So please get financial education. Number 4, please invest for cash flow. Invest for cash flow. Invest, take your money, borrow money, use debts, and finance source of cash flow, source of passive income. Finance assets. Assets is source of cash flow. Finance building who you can rent, that will be finance building that you can rent. Finance company that generate a cash flow, positive cash flow. Finance assets, any kind of assets. Assets means something inside of you put money and who bring money. You put an investment and who brings you money in your pocket. So please invest for cash flow. If you buy a car just for your self usage, it's a liability, it's not an asset. If you buy a house, you borrow money from bank to buy a house. If the house is for your own usage and makes money outside of your pocket, is a liabilities. Invest for cash flows. Invest in assets. Assets generate you cash flow. Invest in car for rent. Renting pay who come in your pocket makes this car, if you rented, makes it as an asset. Okay. Number 5, invest is not risky. It's you which is risky. Why? He said that usually 99% of students are not financially educated. After that, or 99% of guys, included some entrepreneurs, are not financially educated. If you are not financially educated and you are an entrepreneur, you are specialized on art, for example. In any at no moment in the past they were taught you about assets, liabilities, concepts, expenses, income, revenues. So if you come to a bank to make a loan for your company, to borrow money from your company, and you cannot bring or read financial statements, you cannot produce financial statements according to, in compliance with your financial situations, the bank cannot take you serious. You know, if you want to take a loan, the bank will request you your financial statement. But reading your financial statements, Robert Kiyozaki said that reading your financial statements the bank will consider your financial statement as a mirror of your own financial situation, not only for the company financial situation, but your personal finance situation. If your company is in bad situation, it's supposed that you too you are in bad situation for the bank. So you need to be aware to be financially educated very well, because otherwise you are the more risky for the investment you want to do. Investment, he said that any investment is not risky. It's you. If you are not financially educated, who are risky. Number 6, raise capital. He said that, Kiyozaki said that during all his career as an entrepreneur, he never used his money to finance assets. He used other people's money, as he used bank money to finance his assets, his investments. He said that his rich dad taught him that never say that you can't afford it. Never. You have responsibility to find solution to afford, to achieve, to finance what you want to finance. He said that only lazy people think that they need money to finance something, because it requested more and better in financial education to finance something without using his own money. So please learn how to raise capital. Learn how to raise capital. This is the 6 basics rules in terms of investments that Kiyozaki can share with us. I decided to share these 6 rules with you, 6 basic rules with you. I hope that he will help you to have just a way to give you a form of sample of information to help you to have a better financial education and to help you to be success in life. I hope that this will be useful for you, and don't hesitate to put me a like if you appreciate the advice of Kiyozaki. Please share with your friends, your parents, your colleagues, any guys you think that they need to be aware of these basic rules in terms of investments from Kiyozaki. We know that young African people, if we are not well educated, is not good. It's very bad for our continent. We need to be aware. The person who has information has power. Please read book, Poor Dad, Rich Dad. Read book, the cash flow quadrant. Please read books related to financial education from Kiyozaki. I will share with you more books, for more bestsellers and more best advice from these authors to help you to be more and better financially educated. This is very important to go far away in this continent and to develop Africa. Please don't hesitate to share with your friends, colleagues, and thanks for time you spent with us.